Hello, dear students. We are trying to study the coagulation of the lyophilic salts. So, we have seen that lyophilic salts can be coagulated. So, how can we coagulate them? For coagulation of the lyophilic salt, or especially the hydrophilic salt, we should add first the solvents such as alcohol or ether. These solvents bring about or cause the dehydration of salt particles, and then if we need electrolyte, and then if we add electrolyte from outside, we can bring about the coagulation of salt, especially the hydrophilic salt. Now we should understand about the production of colloids. Hydrophilic salts are more stable than Lyophilic salts are more stable than lyophobic salt. Now, why we should understand that why lyophobic salts are less stable or why lyophilic salts are more stable. So, we can understand about the stability of the lyophilic salts. Lyophilic salt, they have the attractive forces between the dispersion medium and dispersed phase. Lyophobic salts, they have the repulsive forces between the dispersion medium and dispersed phase. One more fact add to the stability of the lyophilic salt, that lyophilic salts or uh, lyophilic colloid particles are extensively solvated or hydrated in case of hydrophilic salt. So this hydration also brings about the great amount of stability into the salts. Now we shall study more about it. It means that the colloidal particles or particles of dispersion phase are covered by a sheath, or we can say the thin layer or thin film of a liquid in which they are dispersed. Now we should understand. So that is what this thin film or the sheath of the liquid around the colloidal particles or the around the particles of the dispersion medium into the colloid create more stability for the lyophilic salts. Now we should understand about the protective colloids. Let us try to understand more about the protective colloids. So lyophilic salts being less stable, sorry, lyophobic salts being less stable, need support for stability. Lyophobic salts being more stable possess a unique property to stabilize these lyophobic colloids. When lyophilic salt is added to lyophobic salt, the lyophilic particles form a layer around the lyophobic particle and thus protect the lyophilic salt particles from electrolyte. This phenomena is known as the production of the colloids, or this phenomena is called the production of colloid, and thus lyophilic salts are called the protecting colloids or protective colloids. In other words, we are going to give you the another definition of the protective colloid. Lyophilic salts used for the purpose of protection of the lyophobic salt from electrolyte are called protective colloids. Lyophobic salts such as gold salt or silver salt, etc., can be easily protected by adding small amount of electrolyte. Uh, this salt this salt can be protected against the coagulation, easily protected by adding a small amount of, actually not electrolyte, but a small amount of hydrophilic salt, lyophilic salt we can say. These salts can be protected against the coagulation or prevented from coagulation by adding of electrolytes. uh, for protection of hydrophobic colloid, various lyophilic salts are used. They are gelatin salt or casein salt or hemoglobin salt or egg albumin or gum arabic salt or starch salt or dextrin salt or sodium oxalate salt or potato starch salt. These are the salts which are used as an protective colloid from the lyophobic salts, and they can protect them against the addition of the electrolyte. So here Now we can understand it. The ability to protect a lyophilic sol Lyophobic sol by lyophilic sol varies from sol to sol. In other words, the protecting power of lyophilic sol differs from sol to sol. The protective power of lyophilic colloid is measured in terms of gold number. Now we are going to study more about the gold number. Gold number was introduced by the scientist Zsigmondy. Definition of the gold number: the minimum amount of protective colloid in milligrams required to just prevent the coagulation of a 10 ml of a given gold sol when 1 ml of 10% solution of sodium chloride is added to the gold sol. This is the definition of the gold sol. My dear students, hope you are enjoying. Happy learning.